They were struggling with Vietnam Veterans Against the War, an awesome organization of many of the veterans who became discontent and unhappy about the war, obviously, for obvious reasons nowadays, but it was quite a struggle back in their time to get that message out. And one of the ways they decided to do it is organize Winter Soldier, and it's based off of Thomas Paine's writings, where it was a pamphlet on common sense where Thomas Paine said the Winter Soldiers are the ones that stuck it out through thick and thin when times got really hard and continued to struggle. And many veterans of my era, I'm an Iraq veteran. I served as a sniper in the 1st Infantry Division. I was a cavalry scout, 19 Delta, and after 9 months in Kosovo, I basically went into sniper school and then went to Iraq for a year in 2004, 2005. I was under stop loss for 10 months, and as I got through my tour in Iraq, I became very disenchanted about what was going on. And there's almost a campaign to bury history of GI resistance and veterans resistance in this country, but it's very thick all the way back from the bonus marches that the Great War veterans had, and there was riots in D.C. So there's a attempt to bury that information. And what the Vietnam veterans did, they organized this Winter Soldier, and they decided to continue this fight for their country, this fight to try to make this country as progressive and as the country that reaches the potential of America they thought they were fighting for. And the Winter Soldiers basically is testimonials of experiences that they had in Vietnam and all the tragedies and atrocities that they witnessed while they were there. Recently, the Iraq Veterans Against the War, who's very much modeled after our mentors in the Vietnam Veterans Against the War, had their own Winter Soldier. And we had 200 veterans show up in Maryland, up just a couple miles north of Washington, D.C. at the National Labor College. 150 testimonies were given about everything from abuse of detainees to fraud, waste, and abuse to just breaking the rules of engagement. And we had very structured panels on how that was set up, and we did it in a very professional way as much as we could. And we took a lot of advice from the Vietnam vets, our mentors in a lot of this. And it's just some powerful testimony. It's important, I think, for America to watch. A lot of it I call as bad medicine. You take it and it tastes awful going down. You don't want to take the medicine, but it's important to make you feel better. And I think repairing this country, you're going to have to listen to the veterans. You're going to have to listen to these experiences to fully understand war, to try to prevent war, to make sure that we only fight just wars if there is such a thing. And try to mold this country in a proper way and push it in the direction we want it to go in. So please pay attention to the clip we're going to show. It's not the entire movie, so if you're interested in watching the entire movie, maybe we could organize a time that we could watch the whole thing. But we really want to get to some of the veterans that have some things to say, some Iraq War veterans, and just try to think of some questions while you watch the movie, comparing it to maybe the war in Vietnam to the war now and the struggles that the movement's going through and the struggles that the veterans are going through in modern time.